Hello and welcome, this is Corbin with the new Linux Experiences on Deck Edition video. Today we are going to have a look at a game that was released just yesterday, and that game is called Stray. Stray's development started in 2015 under the initial name HK Project, and if you have a look at the developer's Twitter account, that is still named HK Devblog. The game is developed by Blue 12 Studios, a new studio by their two founders that have been working for Ubisoft before. And after showing some footage in 2016, Annapurna Interactive was reaching out to them to help with publishing the game. The game is now released for PlayStation and Windows PC, but 11 days before the release on Steam, there was a tweet showing that the game got the Deck Verified rating, and that's where they caught my attention. The game is a third-person exploration game. It has open-world elements with a focus on atmosphere and art. You are controlling a little cat that was separated from its family. It fell down a pit into a city that got abandoned by humanity, and only robots are still living there. And you are exploring all the secrets why humanity is gone, or why there are no humans living in the city, and it is controlled by robots. And there are some hints what has happened, how much time has passed, etc. And it's a lot of fun to explore what has happened there. So we are going to have a look how the game plays on the deck, because even though it got the Deck Verified rating, it is interesting to see about the performance. Because when you have a look here at the details, this game's default graphic configuration performs well on Deck, and performing well probably means it should at least reach 30 FPS all the time, which it doesn't, at least not in the beginning. There is the area where the cat is outside of that city, and there the FPS are dipping down below 30 FPS. But you can change the settings, and I will show you which settings I changed pretty much right in the beginning, which improve the performance. And later in the city, the performance is always good. It's way above 30 FPS, mostly above 40 FPS, reaching from time to time 60 FPS. Of course, you can set the limit to 40 FPS, but on the screen of the Steam Deck, it doesn't really matter if the FPS are changing all the time. You can reduce the FPS, of course, for improving battery life. But from the performance, from the feeling, it feels good even without that limit. So when you start the game, at the moment, under graphics, it will probably set initially texture quality and mesh quality to high. If you reduce this to medium, it will improve the performance a lot. It will stay then mostly above 30 FPS when it's dipping down. But I will show you here how the game starts. So I've played the game already for a bit, but we are creating a new save here real quick. So we can see the performance outside of the city here. Some performance might be lost due to the recording through the Steam Link app, where it's using the remote play feature. But in general, this is a good experience on Deck. And that's why I think the verified rating is okay. The controls are very intuitive. So with the left analog stick we control the cat, with the right analog stick we control the view. Later on we will learn which other buttons we have to press. And the game is very safe in the movements. It's not frustrating at all. You cannot fall off edges or so. It will always show you where you can interact, where you can jump to. So we can act here with the cats. And from the movements and from how the cats are behaving, it is totally believable that these are kind of real cats. And it's so cute. After we've interacted with all the three cats here in the beginning, we can lay down as well. First they are playing a little bit here, cleaning each other. And we will wait until the rain is over. And in the next area we can see that the performance is going down a little bit, but it's still a good experience, especially if you are changing those settings. This intro video is causing a little bit more issues, but as you can just watch, it doesn't really matter. Just enjoy the gorgeous scenery, the great movements, the great animations of the cats. So, and this is already the level how we are going to control the cat in a bit after she has gone down here. Or he. So they. And this is now the area where we are going to start to take over control. It is saving. And yeah, you can see, depending on where you are looking at, it can reach more than 50 FPS, mostly 40 right now, but barely going below 30. With the other settings, it's worse. And you can meow. You can meow a lot. And there's even an achievement if you do it often enough. And here you can see how the game is showing you where you can interact. And as said, you cannot fall down here. The cat won't go over the edge before you press the button. And if there is no indicator for the button, then nothing will happen and you cannot fall down. So yeah, from the movement, this is very, very smooth and non-frustrating, which is great, which makes this a very relaxing game. And the graphics, the optics are just gorgeous. So this is the starting area though, so I will switch to my previous save, because I've played this game already for a few hours. And I will show you how it looks in the city. We're going to continue here, where the performance is a little bit better, mostly. Where it can even reach the 60 FPS. But due to the small screen, it doesn't matter if the FPS are changing all the time. You don't really realize if it's dipping down, only when it's dipping down to less than 30, which doesn't really happen in the city. Performance is mostly good, and that's why I think the verified earning is okay. So again, here it shows you where you can go up. And the same is for going down. So yeah, this is a quick look at Stray. If you want to see more, there is a VOD available where we play this on Twitch together. For about 4 hours is the first session, where we reach to this point here. So I will quit this here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. This is totally a cute game and I can recommend getting it. It is running good enough on the deck. You will have a good time. I had a good time so far, and I'm sure if you have a deck, you will have a good time as well. Thanks for watching again. See you on the next video. Have a good one and